Hello everyone, I'm Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home and to another day of the 25 days of Christmas. On today's video I want to show you how to make this beautiful wreath using the ribbon poinsettias that I show you how to make. This is so pretty and with the classic Christmas colors. So if you want to see how this is done, please keep watching. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, and if you already subscribed, do not forget to turn the notification bell on so you know how all of these projects are done. There's so many coming up your way. Let's get started. The materials we're gonna use for this project are this really pretty glittered Christmas tree sign that I got at my local DT store, this bushel of gold poinsettias also purchased at the DT store, some of the poinsettias that we made with ribbon, some pipe cleaners, our glue gun, and our trusty wire cutters. We're also going to need a wreath form made out of grapevine, 4 of these pine picks, and a recycled garland to cover some of these wreath. Let's get started. Alright you guys, the very first thing we need to do for this particular wreath is we're gonna find our shape on a wreath. Once we have determined what our shape is, what we need to do is wrap this garland around it. And I like to use recycled garland because sometimes we're left with a whole bunch of garland, we just don't know what to do. Well, this is a perfect project for it. So once you swirl it around like this, just grab a few bristles and tie it together like this so it stays right there, because that's going to be what we use to insert and to hang on to. Once you have it like this, go ahead and give it a little fluff to it. Inexpensive garland, you can find that at some of the thrift stores, some local thrift stores. I've seen it at my local DT stores, but it's just not very full. And as you can see, just by fluffing this garland right here, we have covered half of the wreath, and it's gonna be very helpful, as you will find out in just 1 second. But first, we have to make sure that we fluff as much as we can because we're trying to cover the grapevine part of it. I would actually wire it if I was to leave it secure like that. If you're putting it outside, I would recommend you stick some wires through here. Actually, let me do one. So with this pipe cleaner, you just fold it in half like that, and then you go through all the way to the back. You grab from the back, and then that's gonna let you, here I'll show you in a second. You grab through the back right here, and then you pull really tight, and then you swirl around, and that's gonna keep it in place. That way this garland is not going anywhere, and you can do that in a few different spots, but for this particular purpose, since this is gonna be inside my house, and I'm not going to go ahead and do that. But as you can see, we fluff our wreath, we cover some of that brown grapevine, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in my stand right here. And the next step will be to add some of this pine picks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put one right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the bristles once again and just secure it. And that's just gonna give us a lot of texture that we're looking for here on the wreath. You guys have seen me do this before, and I love using picks like this because it does add a lot of texture. I'm gonna grab 2 bristles, and then I'm gonna swirl around, and then I'm gonna do 2 more right here on the top going up. So we're gonna go ahead and insert right here, and just grab one of these bristles right here and swirl it around, and then I'm gonna grab 1 more, and then I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna make sure that it's inserted into the grapevine. Then with a bristle, I'm gonna go ahead and just secure them so they don't move. So we have the main shape of our wreath right here. As you can see, it's very easy to make. So now what we need to add is our poinsettias. Let me get those, and I'll be right back with you in a second. Alright, so I have my ribbon poinsettias that I made, and I show you how to make. If you haven't seen the video where we made these beautiful poinsettias, I'm going to link it up on the iCard right here so you can go and check them out. They're so simple to make, very affordable, and on this case we're going to use it on the wreath. So using the pipe cleaners that we use to tie, I'm going to go ahead and secure that right here. It's going to twist into the bristles like that, and that's going to secure my poinsettia. I have made 2 large ones which I want to be very close to each other. So I'm going to just find the spot, and then I'm going to twist my pipe cleaner. Then I'm going to pull the other one up here, and then I'm going to twist my pipe cleaner, and the poinsettia is going to stay right there. So, and then I have 2 small ones that I want to use, so I'm going to go ahead and put one right here. This is a very classic look. Poinsettias are very classic Christmas look, but I absolutely love it. I did not know that poinsettias actually came from Mexico, where I'm from, so I absolutely love them. So I have 3 right here, and I'm going to add one more. Let's see, I'm gonna tuck it in probably right about here. And this is just creating some texture into the wreath with these beautiful ribbon poinsettias. Make sure you twist into one of the bristles. And then we're gonna go back and fluff them and make sure that all of the petals show like this. You want to make sure that all of these petals show like that, and they overlap into each other because that creates the 3-dimensional look that we're going for. So the next step would be to add some of these golden poinsettias. It's going to tie in with a Merry Christmas sign. And you know, if you've seen me work, that what I like to do is I just like to cut them all at once. Like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue gun so I can glue into the stem right here. So I'm going to put some glue into it. And then I'm going to start inserting some of these gold poinsettias facing forward so they show onto the wreath. If you guys like this project, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know if you're enjoying the 25 days of Christmas. I'm trying to make as many projects and as easy as I can so some of you can replicate these looks for your home. It is such a pleasure when I hear you guys say that you are actually making some of these projects for your home. It really, that's what I do so you guys can get inspired to create a beautiful Christmas in this instance. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut right here. And as you guys can see, this little bit of gold is really adding a lot of dimension to the wreath. The bushels come with these really pretty berries. I'm going to go ahead and insert some of those there too for dimension. Everything that the bushel has, we are going to add. I just love the way this wreath is turning out. I love the combination of this classic burgundy poinsettia with the gold poinsettia and all of these little berries and pine cones that those bushels come with. Really add. Look how cute this little pine cone with the gold glitter is, and I just think it's absolutely cute. So we're gonna add him in here so he can help us with the texture for this wreath. We have another one right here, and this also, you could go out and pick up some pine cones if there's pine cones where you live, and then just add them to your wreath. You can glitter them, you can paint them. Alright, so far so good. The next step will be adding the sign to this wreath, and it will be what transformed this whole look. Alright, so we're gonna add this Merry Christmas sign to our wreath. The very first thing you need to do is get rid of the tag right here. Then we're gonna find the spot where we want this to be, and I'm gonna hold it right there, and with one of my pipe cleaners, I'm gonna do what I did earlier to secure it to the wreath. I'm just gonna go through and all the way back. Then I'm gonna pull back right here, and I'm going to secure it and just twist on the back. And as you guys see, this is super easy, and you can just with one pipe cleaner secure it, but we're gonna of course use 2, one on the other side. So basically just fold it in half and then go through the letters right here all the way to the back, and then just twist and give your sign a little flap, and that's what the wreath can look like. Alright you guys, that's all I have for today, and I really hope you have enjoyed this video today. I love working on this wreath with the beautiful classic colors of red and gold and using the poinsettias that we already know how to make. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I want you to leave me a comment on the comment section below and let me know what you want to see next. A beautiful blend wreath, which is Candamel Forte, or a centerpiece for your table. We'll do that project next depending on how many votes we get. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, and if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified for all of the 25 days of Christmas madness coming up. Also follow me on Instagram because you'll miss all the behind the scenes if you don't. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Hey you, yeah, you, have you subscribed to this channel? I really recommend you do, and hit the notification bell on so you're notified about every single upload. Also follow me on my social media or just watch more videos right here. Oh, how fun it is to ride.